Is going on, guys? What is going on? I apologize for the last couple days. I've not uploaded in about 2 or 3 days. Definitely, I'll kind of just share with you what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, whatever. Let me put my shirt on. I'm in this place where, and again, I'm not stopping the videos by any means. Again, as I told you, this thing got me going initially because this is bigger than me. Because I want my kids to see this because, right? I'm doing this because a lot of people don't. Most importantly, I'm doing this for me. Let me start there. But I'm doing this because right now this looks very mundane. This looks very, we get it. You are trading or trying to trade, and you show that you make profits, you show that you lose profits. What I'm here to show you is real. Obviously I've got the chart here pulled up right now. Kind of go through an assessment of what I feel will be happening coming up in this next week. Is it accurate? I have no clue. I've got my intraday supply and demand levels marked off right now, at least in the probably about 100 points worth of charted stuff. But I look at it on the weekly and I go, I think we can get down on ES to 53.49.75. But why have I missed so many days? I am in a place where I don't want to get too high. I don't want to get too low. I've been journaling a lot. I've been reflecting. I'm reading another book that is called The Confident Mind. Awesome book. Very, very highly recommend that one. And it's just, like I said, each and every day I'm learning more and more. I'm trying to, put cash in the bank, so to speak. It's kind of like what they talk about, like the mental bank. Like putting positive, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily affirmations per se, but just thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And how I feel about my progress and where I'm at. Let's pull up the Apex really quickly. Right now we're sitting at 3.0, excuse me. The other three accounts that I have, Apex, so you're talking about 900K, that I just got, I want to say on Friday, I believe. I traded those, brought those up to almost 305, 304.3, so almost 4,500, excuse me, not 5,000. The PA is at 306,770. So we are not far off at all. We've got to get to, I want to say 7,600, I believe. So you figure that is what? 7,600 minus 6,770. We're talking about $830, guys. So this is a very important time right now. And I just didn't want anything to, it's kind of silly, and I don't necessarily have like this superstition. I can tell that my skill is getting better, but I don't want to get overzealous. I don't want to get overconfident. I don't want to start, So that is where we're at in regards to placing trades, taking trades, videoing, that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all, look, I'll show you here. I actually haven't even let you guys put your eyes on it yet. As you can see, right? So you've got that one right there, which is the one that's getting ready to be passed. And then you've got these other ones right here. Hold on. This is like three accounts. These are all together, 69, 68, and 67. These are all at the same. 304.3. Shoot. 304.3. 304.3. So that right now, ladies and gents, and see, we went a little heavy on that boy. We have to do them in divisibles of 3, but we're going to take it down because we're on the PA one right now. We're not going to mess that up. God forbid we get into a market, we click buy or something like that by accident. We can't be in 15 contracts. I am not going to, I'm going to do my absolute best not to put this account at jeopardy. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's just like I'm just locking into what I'm doing and what I'm trying to accomplish, and this is big. But I'm done talking about that now. The reason I am is because I don't want it to elude me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, it's not about like, oh my God, if I do everything right, it's like, I'm going to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to get over this, and I'm going to get a payout, and Apex will be paying me here very soon. And I will be requesting that payout probably within the next week or 2 weeks, because I have to obviously still hit that 10 trading days rule that they have. But then obviously I'm limited to 3,500 or whatever I'm able to pull out, so I'll be able to pull that out. And then it's just a matter of working my account back up to 7,600 again, and just keep taking payouts like that. Bring it down. I think it goes to probably like 4,500 or 3,300. And then I got to just build it up. So of course my wiggle room is much, much less, meaning my drawdown, but I've got to pay myself. I've got to reward myself. This is where we're at this point. For those of you who have been here long enough and who have been watching this, you guys know that I started this journey in March of 2021. Or excuse me, 2022. I'm sorry. March 2022. If I go to my FTMO, I don't even think I have FTMO app on my phone anymore. I have to re-download it. But the first account I ever had was, here we go. Yes, my second challenge that I ever took was the one that I passed. Look at this. Passed FTMO challenge. Take a peek because I just searched it. Look at that. Let's see if it, boom. Right? And you can see my name right there. That way you guys know I'm not trying to, ain't nobody edited no shit. Okay? Nah, we don't do that here. But, all for what though? You know what I'm saying? Like I say all that, and have I had a payout since then, 2 years ago? No. So, this is why we're here, but transparency is everything. And it's not really because it's what you guys want to see. This is for my kids. So if you guys can appreciate and respect these videos, that I'm trying my absolute best to be like, okay, let's get it, then cool, welcome to the channel. Hopefully you can be inspired, you know what I'm saying, by this journey. But my whole fixation on this was, I'm not only going to tell my kids about what I did when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, but show them. And so, YouTube could not go anywhere. YouTube could become a place where we have a nice community and we are building it up, and obviously, it blows up and we do great things, but this is not for a clout thing. I'm not trying to clickbait you. All my vlogs are called The Date and then vlog at the end in caps. So I think by now, if you stumble across my page or this is the first time, I'm not here to, oh guys, check this out. You know what I'm saying? Or this is how I made, I turned 100 into, listen, I'm just going to say this little piece. Some of you who've been here know. A lot of this industry is scam. A lot of this industry. And I just want you to be careful, because if you are truly trying to step into this realm, you just need to learn this skill and leave all the other Instagram, I want to follow this trader, influencer bullshit aside, honestly. And so I excuse my French, but the bottom line is you're going to be let down a whole lot more than you will be, wow, that's a real person. And man, they are genuine, and I can count on about one hand who is really trading out here for real, who's really taking money out of the markets, who's not doing, a bunch of other nonsense, and is really out here getting it. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. This is not a video that's necessarily going to, go anywhere per se, as far as like, are we breaking down trades? What are we doing? I want to let you know that I've got my levels marked off. I've got my intraday supply and demand levels there. We will, walk through this stuff. If you go back in my other videos, though, I've described my strategy for like 40, 50 minutes. As I told you before, though, just recently, I am going to do another deep breakdown. Maybe we do that tomorrow. And I don't mean to keep putting it off. I don't want you to think that I'm forgetting about it. It's just, you guys see what I'm focused on. You guys see how close that is. $830 off. Like, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So it's like getting over that. Wish me luck, but ultimately it's get over this, get these payouts, prove to myself that all the work that I've put in the last 2 years is worth it. And I know it is. And this is going to be a long time coming. And so, you know, there's peers that I know and that are beside me and to the right and the left of me that are taking out $30,000 when I'm taking out $3K, or when I'm taking out $10K and somebody else is pulling out $100K. It's there's levels, but I can show you from the beginning where I started. And, you know, my first video, you know, that I put up, that when I kind of like re-welcome myself to YouTube, if you will, and was just like, you know, Dad loves you, for my kids, of course, years, you know, down the road. This is what Dad does, you know what I'm saying, kind of deal. And so it's really important to me to do this, to stay on this, you know what I'm saying. This does not ever coincide with my other work, personal training and stuff like that, you know what I mean. This is just like, but this is me. Like, this is what I do. This is what I love to do. I also love personal training, you know what I'm saying. I love helping people. But this is going to be, like I said, some news will be announced here very soon. I also didn't forget about that. I also need to let you guys in on. So it's kind of, there's things under the wrap. A lot of this stuff will make sense here very, very soon. But most importantly, we've got to get to these payouts. It's time. It is my time. It's my time to get over this. It's my time to push past this threshold of the cracked phones and the long 5-mile runs and the 100 burpees. It's time. I'm ready for it. Every day I'm learning. I'm putting, you know, positive things in my head. I'm reading like a madman. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going through books left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm always trying to learn. I mean, I hardly listen to the radio when I'm in the car. I'm listening to a book, you know, on the way to work or wherever I'm going, you know. So that's not to be like, wow, like, yeah, it's just, I'm just telling you. Again, this is me just being like, again, this is a video log of me being like, here's where I'm at mentally. This is one of those days today, and I want you guys to be a part of this entire process. But you guys see where we're at right now. I don't want to go below these levels that we're at. I'm also not afraid to go below these. I've been, you know, down in the dumps. I've smacked PAs, but I'm not doing that anymore. You know what I'm saying? God willing, I'm not doing that anymore. It's lock in. It's do what you need to do. It's follow your strategy. It's when you don't see it or you see we're in a range, do not get in the market. Do not get in the market when you're in a range. When you're in a consolidation or an accumulation area, get the fuck out. And I mean, it's like, I'm sorry, but like, this is what I need to hear. So when I look at this video again, you'd be like, good, you're starting to pick up on it. Because it's just like, you just don't make money. You just don't make money in those areas. And you just get whipsawed. You're just like wondering why, oh, I'm bleeding money. And then you go in on tilt, and then you're in revenge trading, and you've now lost 2 in a row, and that's part of my strategy. But I break those rules, and then I'm going to make it back. And sometimes I do, and that's almost more detrimental than stopping trading all in all, because it's like, I'm sorry, stopping trading would be great than winning it. You know what I'm saying? Like, winning it back is almost more detrimental than me taking more and more losses or whatever, because there's an association now. There's a chain reaction that comes with that of like, oh, see, I told you, 4 losses in a row, 5th one, won it all back. It's like, there's a time and place for all that. You know what I'm saying? And that all comes down to, was it at the right time, and was it worth burning through all the capital that I currently have? You know what I'm saying? And all the drawdown that I have to do what? To go make $830? Like, why would I need to take over 1 or 2 contracts right now to get myself to my first payout? To prove to myself, Julian, all the work that you've done, fucking shake my hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, good job. Like, proud of you. That is, being funded's already, you know, a very, very small percentage of people. And so I'm not going to sit here and be, well, I'm a miracle worker now. This is like, listen, this is just work. This is why this video doesn't seem so sexy, and you see it in the same place, and you see the same, you know, hue lights behind me and the whole it's like, this is just what it is. You're in the cave and you're going to work. Like, that's it. You and these charts. Like, I'm not trying to make it look sexy. I'm not trying to, like, listen, that time will come. This is about grinding. This is about working. This is about putting my thinking cap on, going, what do I believe will happen? It's just a hypothesis, and then let the market show it to me, show their hand, and then react. and then execute on, my trading strategies and on my rules. That's it. But it's like, when you don't know what to do, just stay on the sideline. I know this is such okay, you're just regurgitating information you've heard from all the other traders, and I know that that's what it seems like, but if you actually take the time to watch all the other videos that I've posted, which is a lot of them. There's like over 200, I think, now that were maybe 180 or something, whatever it is. I can assure you that you will be like, okay, like this guy, he's trying to figure it out, but like, let's see if he gets over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see if he really like says, let's see if he's going to be about it. See if he's really going to get over that cliff. This is a hard journey, guys. This is harder than making it to the NFL. Way fucking harder. And there's people right now who have half a brain who are profitable. This is just a different thing. Physically, I was able to take that beating and run routes and get hit and catch footballs, and it's a skill like anything else. So you might be amazed by that accolade that I have or had, that I'm proud to say I was able to get to that level, but it's like now I'm like scum compared to what some of these other, hedge fund traders and stuff like that who chose to do this while I was catching footballs. They've been trading the markets. And I'm just trying to catch up. That's all. But one thing that you'll know and learn about me, if you haven't learned already, if you've not watched the other videos, is I don't stop. That's what makes me so dangerous. I do not stop. Kids, if you're watching this, do not stop. Do not stop. You can't. I don't care what you do. I don't care what profession you decide to go into. You cannot stop. You have to become the best at it. That's the way this works. So whatever you decide to go for, to strive for, to push at, whatever, you have got to become the best. If you don't, why are you doing it? And that's, okay, well, that sounds very sports-like of you. Yeah. But that's also why you see all the biggest corporations in the world want to hire people that played sports, whether that be collegiate or professionally. Why does somebody want? Because camaraderie, because teamwork, because they know how to be accountable, because they can take constructive criticism when a boss gets in your face and and you don't break down and start crying like a girl. Be a man. Or if you're a woman, be a woman. But stand in it and go, I did make a mistake. I'll fix it. Don't crumble. Never. Never fold. Stand on your 2 feet. Take it like a man or a woman. And live with it. And go fix it. It's very simple. But people just want to sulk in the mistake that they've made 4 years ago, and they're still living that life. Fuck that shit. No. So, I'm not going to sit here and continue to ramble. It's been a long enough video. I want you to know that this is me. Hi, I'm Julian Williams, the former Atlanta Falcons receiver and now day trader and personal trainer. But you also need to know that whatever I do, I don't care if it's, tie my shoe, I'm trying to compete. This market has smacked me around enough to humble me enough to go, this ain't going to be easy. This is not strap your cleats on and get on the field. Because if it was, I would already be at the top. This is a much different game, and it's a mental game. So I'm figuring me out. Why do I read all these books? Because I'm like, I got to figure me out. Like, I got to break me down all the way to block 0 and then start stacking bricks and start building positivity behind, and really find that strategy and then keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I can't just come in here, wake up, freaking, boogers in my eyes and, okay, click trade and expect good results. It's just not the way it works. You've got to have some accountability on yourself to go, do you think that the people that make the most money do that bullshit you're doing? No. So if you hold yourself to a higher standard, go get up in the morning, go get in the gym, feel good about yourself, get that blood flowing, get your brain, and all that oxygen in your brain and in your muscles, and okay, cool, let's go. Now I sit down to the chart fresh. 7, 8 a.m. I got up at 5 or 6. Boom, let's go. I'm looking at the market. Okay, it's moving. Pre-market, cool. All right, let me mark off my London highs, my London lows. Okay, cool, boom. And we go and we work. And then we start to formulate a plan. And then, okay, if this happens, okay, cool. If this happens, okay, cool too. All right, let's see what happens. Let's wait till 9:30. Okay, boom. Now do we have news? Do we not have, this is how it works. It's not about, people are so set on their system because maybe they've seen some success. But there's not one way to skin the cat. Everybody's got different ways that they trade, and there's a lot of ways that you can become profitable, but nobody is strong enough mentally to stay on your same rules that you've been taught, that you know works, that you followed and it worked and gave you profit. And then you're looking for the next strategy. There's got to be something else. There's got to be something. Let me add a little bit of this with this. That's your problem. And so it's the discipline to be like, okay, I'm looking for the longer term trend. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for, indecision levels. I'm looking for intraday supply and demand levels or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you've heard me say that. And of course it's like, well, that's hypocritical. You're saying that listen, $830 away. That's all I can do is attest to me. So all I want to close this out with is find what you want to do. Go hard as you can. And don't stop until you become the best. That's it. That's what you do. No matter what it is that you do. This is what I choose to do. This is what I love doing as well as personal training. And I'm going to be here for a very, very long time. You're going to see me on YouTube for a very, very long time. And hopefully the production and everything else, as I've told you in the past, will continue to get better and better as we go. But with that, we will go ahead and sign off. I love you. Say it with me if you know it. You are uniquely different. God took his time on you. You are one of one. Nobody sort of